Okay, can you just tell us about yourself? What do you do at the institute, and what is the reason you attended this course?
Well, basically, I'm a lecturer in the mechatronics department. I've been with the institute since around 3 years. And how I got into the training was the first thing is that our HOD told us that this is one of a kind. The training institute, it is the first in South India. And then they chose five of us, and I said, fine, let's go with it.
Okay.
And anyway, it was a good opportunity to learn something new,
Okay.
different from what I am doing, because I am just teaching my subjects, and this was something new.
Have you attended any other operating system training program in the past?
Never.
Okay, so whatever your knowledge of computers today is based on
It's
self-taught.
basically, yes, basically self-taught.
And how many years would that be? How many years have you been using computers now?
I'd say um, I started using my computer seriously when I entered engineering.
Okay.
It might be around nearly 10 years.
10 years of computer. So this course that is for 3 days long, how did you find the content that was provided in there? Was it meaningful? So we'll start with that question again. So in the last 3 days, how did you find the content inside the training? I mean, for the 3 days, you had a lot of exercises. There were some reference guides to review some questions. What is your feeling on the content of this training?
Well, I can say the content covers almost everything right from the basics till what a normal user needs to know. And it's not very advanced. I won't say it's very advanced. Not much goes above your head. You can almost understand what has been taught. And as you know, this is my first experience of using a Mac, and I'd say it's pretty good. Starting from the basics, we have to learn to control the mouse, and because the functionalities of the mouse are different from what we are used to, and then configuring and all those things. Me being a normal user, the content covers everything that I need to know.
Okay.
It's pretty okay.
Okay. And do you feel the time frame of 3 days is sufficient? It's just right. It's a little less. How do you feel to absorb this information?
We have been given a workbook as well as a reference guide. So, based purely on the workbook, if you are just going to do the exercises, I say 3 days is fine. But if you want to really imbibe it, I think 3 days is not really enough. It should be at least a week.
It should be a week. In the sense, 3 days for the workbook exercise,
Workbook is fine.
and
And to really imbibe,
okay.
Once looking at the workbook, you can do it.
Yeah.
Aram se.
Right.
But if you close the workbook, it makes you think, and you'll have to again open the workbook, because without the workbook, 3 days is not enough.
Okay. So basically, for any student to come for 3 days and do the program, just follow the instructions is one thing.
Yes.
But then
And
you
to close
feel
the workbook without the instructions, to do it on your own is slightly
it's
difficult in
difficult.
3 days.
And so therefore, how much time do you think would we need it
As
to
I
have?
said, a week.
A week,
Week is
which is access to the same environment. Because
access to the same environment, we have done nearly 3 chapters a day.
Okay.
I say 2 chapters per day is pretty much okay.
Oh, okay.
Where we can actually work better, repeat what we have done. We have enough time to redo what we have just done, and so
Okay.
that it goes into our head.
Okay, okay. And in terms of, I guess since this is something you're going to be working towards, the examination is something you're going to be doing sometime next month. Uh, do you feel that with this kind of information, do you have all the information to appear for exams, you think? Or you feel no, you need to go through the reference guide and then.
Um, since looking at what we have done till now, I think I can get around 50% in the exams.
I see.
Okay, just by what I know.
From the 3 day
But,
training.
but for doing better, I will need to go to the
I
reference
see.
guide.
Great. And overall experience, would you like to share anything about this training experience that you had?
First thing is that it was hectic.
Okay.
Started, it was almost like working in an IT company, almost a 12-hour day, which was a good experience.
Okay.
Nothing negative about it.
Okay.
And if I have to speak about you, a trainer, cool guy, never expected you to be, so free. When you heard about Rishi Ganguly, who is a trainer who has already done this, we thought you might be something like, what can we say?
An
Very
old guy?
tech guy
Oh,
who
okay.
will speak things that we'll never understand, but no, nothing like that. And it was a very nice experience, and I think 3 days is too less,
Okay.
Should have gone ahead, but fine.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.